Black people are the chosen ones of Israel. If you doubt me, watch this video below.
Hi, Shalom, Shalom from Israel. This is Ola, the daughter of Jethro. And I just heard that you black people that was stolen from Africa to America, that you don't know who you are. But you are the children of Yahweh, the children of Israel. And I'm telling you, you have to come back to your homeland, here to Zion, to Jerusalem, because us the Gentiles, we do need you. We need you to come and pray because you are our saviors. You the one that was chosen by Yahweh to live in this land, not the Jewish people, it's you. You were stolen from Africa, they deceived you, they told you that you are slaves, but you actually the children of Israel.
You see, now you can see for yourself that we are the chosen ones of Israel. You know, if you go into my profile, you will see a lot of videos that I have made about these things before, that we are the chosen ones of Israel, not the so-called people who call themselves the Hebrews, who call themselves the Mr. and Mrs. Most Important Jews. So they are not the chosen ones. We are supposed to be the ones supposed to be in that position where the so-called Israelites are right now, because we are the chosen ones. Because this Middle Eastern woman just explained the whole thing, that black people are the chosen ones. And you know, that's why you see this identity of we black people, especially where we are from, was being stolen away from us by the white people who keep looting and exploiting Nigeria, exploiting Africa on a daily basis. You see, that's why they stole it out of them. Because at the time they wanted to start enslaving black people, they wanted to start taking black people to United States of America, to British for colonization and for slavery. They steal away their mindset. They steal away the ability for them to be able to identify themselves and truly know where they are truly really from. That's why you see today now that if you ask your fellow black man, hello, where are you from? Where is your origin? Where is your ancestral heritage? Where do you supposed to belong? Where are you? Which part are you? They won't be able to explain it, because why? It was being stolen away from them. It was being stolen away from us, from this mindset. So I would really advise we black people today, let's try and get away from this colonialistic mindset, this imperialistic mindset. Let's get away from this imperialistic mindset. Let's start seeing ourselves as ourselves. Let's start seeing ourselves belonging and cooperating and uniting to each other. That's the only way we can truly, really be free from this mess that is being placed on us by the so-called white people who call themselves Mr. and Mrs. Most Important, who took it as their birthright to keep looting and exploiting Africa on a daily basis. You can see right now, you can even see how the Western countries is being using African presidents, African leaders on a daily basis. They are always using them against us. This is what Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, the new elected military leader of Burkina Faso, who was able to take Burkina Faso away from the so-called rotting president who was working for the Western countries just some months ago. That's what he said. He said, here in Africa, there's what they call two types of slave. There are two types of slaves here in Africa. The one that work inside the bush and the one that work inside the house. The one that work inside the house with the slave master are those rotting leaders that those Western countries put in power to be, in order for them to keep colonizing and exploiting Africa natural resources. And the one that works inside the bush are we, the poor people, we the poor Africans. We are the one that work inside the bush. We are the poor slaves. We are the poor slave that works inside the bush. While those ones who always collect the so-called aid money that the white people who are looting from Africa always paying to, like always give it to Africa, because white people will say that they are giving Africa aid, they are making aid. Where is the aid money going to? That is the big question. The aid money is being going to some special kinds of interest here in Africa. It's not going to the citizens right here. Because that's how the Western countries planned it. Because if they allow the money to be distributed everywhere, it's going to get to everybody's hand and the economy will be uplifted. Just because they don't want the economy to be uplifted, because an economy that is peaceful, an economy that is free of violence and crisis, can never be allowed to be exploited that much. So that is why Africa needs to be kept into violence, kept into crisis, kept into insecurity, and kept into poverty at all costs. That's why they are doing all they can to pull down this This newly military leader of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, who are trying to bring a new system of free independence, of total independence to Africa. That's why they're trying to eliminate them at all costs. That's why they're trying to do it. And just recently, just like what the so-called French general said, he said that Africa needs to be invaded and be recolonized again by the French military. You know, this is what they think. This is, you know, they just think Africa as slaves. They just take us as slaves, as we are nothing. To them, we are company to them. We are not a nation to them. We are company to them. Company that need to be exploited on a daily basis. That's what President Vladimir Putin said. He said Africa is the cemetery for Africans. And he's right. The cemetery for Africans. What is good in the cemetery? Can somebody develop a cemetery? It's impossible. Now you can see what is happening here in Africa. We are the true Jews. I mean, we are the true Israelites. We are the people, the chosen ones. We are the chosen ones. So we have to realize and start thinking ourselves as the chosen ones. You know, we have to stop that mentality of thinking as, like, you know, seeing ourselves as the sons of Ham, just the way the Christian people said it. You know, we have to start seeing ourselves equal to ourselves. We have to start loving ourselves. We have to try and set our mind, our brain free from these shackles of mental slavery that has been imputed in us by these colonial masters who took it as their birthright to keep exploiting Africa on a daily basis. If you're watching me from YouTube, please subscribe. If you're watching me from TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, I'd like you to please follow me so that you can always be getting videos from me all the time.